Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the formerly known as podcast. I'm your host, Reed Wilson, back again, never missed a week, and I'm joined here by Seth Butler, and only Seth Butler, as Trent continues his
Yes,
escapades across the United States. How are you doing, Seth?
I'm
Obviously,
good.
because Trent's not here.
I'm good, and hopefully, I'm here for the whole pod. And don't cause any issues with the recording, hypothetically, that may have occurred recently.
I still posted one of them onto YouTube because I didn't listen to halfway through the video. So if you
Yeah,
want to see why there wasn't a Monday show, you should go watch our last stuff at FKAthepod on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. The platform we use has been real finicky as of late, a real fickle mistress, if you will.
that's why we're taking our business elsewhere.
Yeah, after the 4th, and after we record these ones, and then I pulled the shit from it, and on the 4th we cancel. May the 4th
Okay.
be with us, as the
Yeah.
5th rises or revenges of the 5th and all that.
Yeah. Return of the 6th.
Nice.
The last 7.
I like
But
I
yeah,
like the
so
last 7.
so the last just first order of business. Sorry, we're kind of getting off here with our tirade against our
with our
recording
bants.
platform. Yeah. Are you drinking anything this evening, Reed?
I got a Coca-Cola, 0 sugar, and water because I'm a good little boy and I don't drink often. I don't drink unless I do. Like
Yeah.
I don't drink
On a
except for
set
when I
schedule.
am. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I had a drink last night because I saw Trent, historically also on this podcast, historically also on a road trip this week. So I had a drink last night, and I'm gonna have a drink tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna have a drink on Sunday. I'm going to a concert.
But so that means you're gonna have a drink today as well.
Yeah. So just throw it on the pile. But I'm having the Ryan Stellhorn not memorial
The
bleach
Ryan
bottle vodka.
Stellhorn commemorative New York shot.
Yeah. And I'm also having a El Rey, which is a Mexican lager by a brewery called Ghost Train out of Birmingham,
Oh,
Alabama. And I may have talked about this last week, but again, you can't listen to that unless you go to YouTube. Then maybe you can. But I've got this shot and I've got this beer too, so I'm gonna take the shot. So hopefully Reed has some stuff to say while I do it.
yeah. I'll give you some word salad. 10 years ago we were doing some stuff, and now we're back up, and now we got to do good and whatever in Gettysburg and all that. But I'm gonna hit this off with I got a bunch of little small things that I'm gonna shotgun at you.
Let's see them.
We can stick them if we like them. So like someone at work today shared that they love the New York Times games, right? They said that
Okay.
in the presentation. My question, trying to be active audience member. Oh, do you play
good.
Strands? And she said, "What Strands?" Therefore, leading me to believe that we are hardcore New York Times gamers.
Yeah. Well, Strands does still say that it's in beta, whatever that means. Like, I don't know. They could just be tweaking the difficulty or whatever. Because like the one today sucked, and then the one like yesterday was like
Strands.
so easy. It was like
Yeah.
ketchup, mayo, relish. Like it was really easy. But today, like I don't know. It was dumb.
I was hitting left and right because none of the things made sense. So that
Yeah.
one's still a work in progress, but we're hardcore on that one. We just started picking up the mini. I'm glad that started. let me be good at another one versus being bad at connections, which I failed today again. So like, I'm glad we're putting that up there.
We got to get a leaderboard going and get some audience interaction and stuff
Oh,
on our Discord. Maybe.
we can start leaking stuff on our Discord channel.
Yeah.
Like World of Tanks, and another follow up. I eat yogurt, right? You also eat yogurt, right? We're both Greek yogurt connoisseurs. I know.
Yeah.
I'm new to this granola gang, adding the granola to the yogurt. Recently, I decided yogurt's boring, and I want to shake it up a little bit by putting some granola in it. I know you're a flips person, right? You're a big Chobani flip advocate. Have you,
So yeah.
how much of the are you using all the granola? That's the like how much are you full granolian the Chobani, or are you
So if I'm doing a Chobani flip, yeah, I always do full tilt, full
full?
flip to get all of the mix ins in there.
Are you flipping it all at
Um,
once, or are you like
yeah.
staggering? Okay, because I've been staggering the additions, because I have a little cup on the side that I fill with my own big bag of granola. I've just been like
Okay.
steadily putting that in there. I'm trying to see what the technique is. Since you're the parfait professional, so I'm just trying to get
Ooh, that's
things.
good. That's good.
The
Yeah,
professor, damn, that's a little bit better.
the perfect professor. Yeah. Well, so actually recently, since I've become a vegetarian, often discussed on this podcast here, um, which I have some vegetarian news, not really, just the restaurant that we went to visit Trent at
Hmm.
yesterday. Obviously, restaurant Tuscaloosa, Alabama, not a lot of vegetarian options.
You go to the pause.
Um, and I got mac and cheese, I got a biscuit, and I got asparagus. They brought out to the table mac and cheese, a biscuit, and coleslaw. And I was like, okay, whatever, this is fine. I don't really want the asparagus. The coleslaw was fine. Then the guy came back like a couple minutes later and he's like, oh, you're supposed to get asparagus. He brought the asparagus out. It was the worst asparagus I've ever had. Like it was cold, it was flavorless, it was like
Is it
it was
thin?
just horrible.
I hate
So
the gangly thin asparagus. No good. Give me the thick
ugh.
asparagus, and I don't want the bottom like 4 inches of it. I want like only the top part, the good
Yeah,
piece.
there were some gross, like cold, unseasoned bottom 4 inches where it was like chewing grass. Like it's very fibrous and just not good.
All that just
Uh,
for your piss to stink.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, back to yogurt. Since I've become a vegetarian, I've actually stopped doing a Chobani flip as much, and I now do the Oikos triple zero in an
Mm.
effort to keep my proteins high. But I actually eat the Oikos triple zero that's not Greek. Apparently, there are two different kinds. There's the Greek kind and then there's the non-Greek kind. And I just do the vanilla Oikos triple zero non-Greek.
I thought oikos. If it's oikos, it's Greek. I thought the oikos 000 is Greek.
It's got a Greek name, doesn't it? But no, it's not all Greek. Some of it's just yogurt.
I mean,
So
they all say 000 Greek. Oh, this one doesn't.
yeah,
No, no,
that's what
no,
I'm saying.
no, they say 000 fat-free vanilla Greek yogurt cup. The peach one though is the best. I also am an Oikos person, but I've moved on from the Oikos 000.
Yeah.
I'm an Oikos pro. So
An Oiko, what does that mean?
you get
Oikos Pro.
five extra grams of protein, and it's got fat in it, so it tastes better.
Oh,
Because like the Oikos 000 has no fat, so it's like sometimes it just tastes not good.
okay. Let me see if I'm making this thing up. I don't
But I
think I
have
am.
had like a knockoff Oiko, like a knockoff like alternative to Oikos 000, and it was like dairy treat. It wasn't. It
Yeah.
was not kale yogurt, and that shit was gross.
Dude, if you ever go into like the ice cream aisle nowadays, the technology is crazy such that they've got stuff in the ice cream aisle that says frozen dairy dessert because it's
Mhm.
not ice cream. Like, and that freaks me out. Stuff that's like, it's like close to it, but it's like not quite yogurt or not quite ice cream or whatever. I think we've gone too far.
I get these like fudgesicles from Costco. Real suburban podcast we got going on right now. But like,
Talk about groceries.
but they're like, yeah, they're somehow it's a fudgesicle and it's like the size of a normal fudgesicle, but it's 100 calories. I'm assuming there's a bunch of air in it or some bullshit,
Yeah.
like the Halo Top, which tastes gross. Well, it tastes okay. It just doesn't taste that good compared to actual ice cream. I really fucked
Yeah.
myself over. I got into Tillamook, and that's some good ice cream. That's the shit. That's the pre-packaged ice cream that you want. They should make that up in Wisconsin, but that's that one, you know. And then last
Also,
little, yeah,
I haven't found any evidence online to my claim. I mean, I could go look in the fridge, but I'm doing a podcast.
yeah,
But I
podcast.
was pretty sure because like I got a special flavor of Oikos the other day
Which one?
and salted caramel.
Oh, that one is interesting.
Which yeah, like I saw somebody on TikTok talking about it and they were like really really big on it. And then I had it and it wasn't exactly what I expected. But like
I
I'm
think it's
pretty
bad.
sure Yeah, I didn't. I would not get it again.
The peach flavor and the banana flavor are good. The
I
cherry
do.
flavor is
Yeah,
also really good.
yeah,
Mixed berry and strawberry really bad. Like for being
yeah.
default flavors, not good. But they're
I've
good.
done. I've messed with the cherry and the blueberry, and both of those are good.
Mhm.
Salted caramel though, not good. But I'm pretty sure I noticed on this salted caramel one that it didn't say Greek yogurt, and then I looked at the other ones I had in the fridge, and they also didn't say Greek yogurt. Not that this is really that important, but just don't want any of the listeners to be misled that Oikos is not Greek. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it is.
it's
So.
actually Yugoslavian yogurt, so it's
It's
not
from
that good.
Bulgaria, so
Yeah,
it's pretty close, but
Bosnian yogurt doesn't hit the same. And then this last one is because I've been looking at glasses and whatnot, so I'm looking in mirrors a lot because like I'm getting vision insurance now, so I can get a new pair of glasses. Do you look at one
Nice.
side of your face? Which side of your face do you look at more?
Okay,
Because
this is a great question.
I look at the
Um,
right side of my face, this part right here, this one.
okay,
Like that's the one I tend to look at because like it's hard for me to see the left side of my face. Like in the mirror. I
right.
don't know.
As a eye boy, a boy with eye
Mhm.
issues.
Yeah, as a astigmatic person.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, and it's weird too because like looking in a mirror, everything is mirrored. So it's like I guess I'm probably looking more at my right side because it's my dominant side. But am I actually saying I'm looking at my left side? You know what I mean?
I know I'm not looking at this one. I know that for a fact because I can't see that one very well. Because I guess yeah, you are looking with your like the peripheral vision, and my peripheral
Yeah.
vision is not very good. One because I
Huh.
have giant glasses, and two because I have astigmatism. Like so,
And one other thing that this made me think of, because I was asking my girlfriend Jill the other day, is we have a
what side of
cat.
the face do you look at?
No, I wasn't asking her that, but I was like, I was like doing something, right? And then I was looking at Denny the kitty, our cat, and I was like, because I was doing it with my right hand because that's my dominant hand, and I was like, do other animals have dominant hands, dominant sides? Is that something, or is that just us? Because we're too advanced. We're
Mhm.
using these opposable thumbs and stuff. We have to have a dominant one. I didn't answer that question, but I thought that was interesting.
I would
So
assume
I think I lean right on all things. If I'm looking,
on
if
all
I'm
things,
doing.
huh? That's interesting. Interesting way to phrase that one. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right-handed when it comes to like doing things with my hands, but I'm left-footed a lot. What if it's like a foot thing? I end up
So
being a left.
if you were playing baseball, right, and you're a right-handed pitcher, you pick your right leg up, so you would be left-footed, right-handed, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I've never played baseball, but I would assume.
Yeah. So
Or I
maybe
might
that's
just be
why
like really bad at. I might be like equally okay at both. You throwing
you're
with either hand,
amber-footed.
and yeah, I don't know. Like when I skateboard or like ski or when I'm that left leg,
Yeah.
kicking balls and better kicking with my left than my right.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what left and rights. Who knows? Real crazy stuff.
When can the YouTube viewers expect to see these new glasses?
Oh, not for a while because I haven't gotten the. I just signed up for my insurance. Like
Mm,
I do. I was at the glasses store today, separate from me getting insurance because the
okay.
current glasses I had broke, so I had to go in there and get a new screw because I was just sitting at my desk today and like scratch my eye or whatever, and then my whole right lens pops out of my glasses because like there's this spot right here where like you need to put a there's like a screw that holds like the whole
Yeah.
aviator glasses thing closed because I wear dumbass aviator sunglasses, but they have regular lenses in them. Like these are Lacoste aviator sunglasses with prescription lenses in them that aren't dark. Like these are just
Mm.
like see-through ones. And then my sunglasses are regular glasses that have dark in them. Not because I was like specifically trying to get that. I just liked the frames of the one and they didn't
Yeah.
go with the other one. But yeah,
I'm
so in a while, in like a month maybe or two.
okay. Yeah, we'll keep you updated if you're listening here. You can watch us. We're at FK the Pod everywhere, including on YouTube, but
Mhm.
also X, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, all sorts
Yeah.
of stuff there. I'm
TikTok
glad.
never snagged
Like
once.
I have I have blue light glasses that I actually wear like pretty often.
Mhm,
I am a little concerned with the amount of uh like light that hits my eyes every day from like computer screens and stuff like that.
mhm.
So, but anyway, like they're from
It's all
a
about the
company.
20-20-20. You gotta do that 20-20-20. You gotta every 20 minutes, you gotta look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Helps your eye strain. We're all about
Okay.
anti-RSD. No RSD in the 2024. That's the slogan of FKA the pod. Repetitive stress disorder. Don't get them. Put that in your trivia
but
response.
but the only times I wear these are when I'm like at work, and so so I wear them a lot, but I never really wear them around other people. But I feel like I
Only
would
when
be
you're
really
being a professor and you're trying to look smart, you wear the glasses.
yeah. But like if I was gonna wear them like all the time, like I would be like self-conscious about like, oh, I need to choose ones that like look really good. But because I wear
Mhm.
mine most of the time, like just by myself, I don't care that much. But it's like an accessory thing that you got to have with you all the time. So
Always,
that
yeah.
would
And you can only get a new pair every year or even every other year, depending on like what plan you choose. Like I could like if I would have chose like the bare minimum plan, like
yeah.
I'm only getting a new pair of glasses every other year,
Yeah.
which not good. 'Cause I'm gonna break these shits. Like I've had these ones for a while and I've broken them like 8 times. Like they look pretty good for
Yeah.
being broken a lot, but yeah, it's a thing. You got to figure that out, and it's like hard to see if they look good on you because you can't see, and like you're looking in a mirror, and that's not how you look to anyone else but you in the mirror. So fucking great. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I saw Trent yesterday, as indicated of the pod.
at the
He
restaurant with the asparagus.
with the asparagus at the asparagus restaurant. He didn't actually give me any material that he wanted me to bring up here on the podcast, but I thought I'd give you a couple updates from his
You
drive.
just got some material from him.
I
Just
just
kind of
I just have some notes that I took from my meeting with Trent.
awesome.
So Trent has a new car. It's pretty
Mhm.
sweet. He was like, "Yeah, it's new. It's dirty. Had a whole bunch of dead bugs on it and stuff because he drove it like
Oh,
3,000 miles or whatever."
it's like
But it's nice and new. He stopped in all kinds of cool places that I'm sure he'll be excited to debrief us on soon.
that's what's up.
Um, but while he was here, we also hung out with our friend Kyle, formerly of the podcast. And he also stopped by to see other former friends of the podcast, Austin, and Julia, both
Are
of
they?
whom
They're both in
lived
Albuquerque.
no, one of them's in Dallas, one of them's in Albuquerque. Both of them happen to be on the way here, so
Yeah.
really
Well,
great
yeah.
stuff.
He's gonna be at my place like this upcoming weekend because that happens to be on the way back. Interesting how he's driving all the way around the whole country and like not paying for a single hotel. He's traveling for 2 weeks and not didn't pay for a single hotel room.
Yeah, yeah. And so I had one beer. I think Trent and Kyle had two. My girlfriend Jill, she had a diet Pepsi.
Mm.
And then Trent and me and Jill came back here and hung out for a little bit. And that's about all the updates I have for you regarding Trent.
All right.
But I did, thinking about last week, we did lose a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Like 185% of an episode for sure.
yeah. Yeah. the the content obviously was great, and this will go down in the log of lost episodes of FK that were really good and funny, such as the one with subtlety and nuance,
Yep.
and others I'm sure that we've lost over time. But I did want to update the listeners on the names of the two prior podcasts. We try to come up with the names after we record the podcast, and just to I have here to titillate the audience. That's you, the listeners here. The first episode we missed from last week was entitled "Look Between F and KA on Your Keyboard."
Mm-hmm.
And so
Which
this
is
was in
honestly
reference.
pretty good. Pretty, I'm glad we lost that one, frankly.
Well, the title is about this meme that Reed brought up to us that neither me or Trent had seen at the time.
And then like the day after, like as soon as the pod is over, they go on like their respective social medias, like, oh, I'm seeing this shit
Yeah.
everywhere. So I'm looking like a dumbass, and they give everyone this is memes from last week, and it's basically done now. But like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. And then other highlights from that one is I reviewed the Taylor Swift album, which I'm not going to re-review, but I have listened to the whole thing because there are 31 songs, so I listened to the whole thing.
Fortnite.
The best song is Fortnite featuring Post Malone. Go check it out. And there was a lot of other really good, funny content there. And the second episode title, which that's the reason I'm bringing up these prior episode titles, because I think this one is crazy. And I think this one would have gotten a lot of clicks if it existed in real life. But the second episode that we missed is called Vigo the Carpathian's Dark River of Hatred. Can you guess the restaurant from the horrible review game?
Yeah, Vigo the Carpathian's Dark River of Hatred, can you guess the restaurant from the horrible review, game? Dude, it would have done amazing on YouTube. It would have gotten like 5x clicks for sure. I'm telling you, it's like you gotta get it in there. And word salad's in right now. I don't know if you heard word salad is in. Just throw this shit out there and see if it sticks. If it's get the words on the page, get them out there. SEO, words. Love them. Love words. Tell me
Yeah.
what it is. If we could put the whole script, if we put everything we said in there in the title, people would click on it more, I'm sure.
Yeah. Our SEO would be off the charts for sure.
I think we.
And so this stuff, right? I don't know if it exactly fits into the category of lost media because it's not like it exists and then was lost. Like it was kind of never released. But there is some lost media news. Have you seen this or heard about this recently?
As in lost the show.
No. So lost media is like, oh, there was this really great song that was released in like the 70s. And so it was only ever on physical media, like CDs, cassettes, records, whatever. And now it like doesn't exist anymore because it never got uploaded to Spotify. And somehow like the last cassette that ever held it was lost.
Gotcha. Kind of like the Bible in the Book of Eli.
Yeah. Like the Orange Catholic Bible, maybe.
Okay.
In June. I don't think they lost that one. I think they kept up with that one. But yeah, so like, you know, if you think about up until like, you know, whatever, Napster, the like
LimeWire.
yeah, up until LimeWire or whatever, if you were a musician, like you probably have your own records, but like, I don't know, you can't keep track about like, is this backed up somewhere, whatever. I don't know. Like, and if like the earliest recorded music is on like wax cylinders or whatever, and I don't know if any of those exist. So a lot of those are probably lost.
They probably lost a bunch of media too in Alexandria when they burnt that library down. So like,
oh yeah,
that's crazy. So they figure out how to unburn the records. Like what's the news? if they find like someone had a stash of like 60,000 records that people have lost forever.
No. So have you? I'm gonna hum a song to you that you might have heard or seen on TikTok. And this is like the latest example of like a lost media like mystery. Mm-hmm. And so it's the song and it's like I wish I could, like maybe I'll just go on TikTok and find it. But anyway, the chorus, it's like an 80s song, like it's very upbeat and it's like the sky everyone knows that, and then it like cuts off. So it's like a 15-second clip from an 80s song, and everybody was like, this thing is so cool, like where can we listen to this? Because everybody's keyed into this like 80s music ever since Stranger Things and Running Up the Hill and whatever. So
yeah, they heard our old podcast intro. We gotta get this shit.
And so this was like a big search on TikTok, or all these people on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram are talking about like how cool this song is. And they're using this one like 15-second clip that somebody posted onto TikTok underneath all their videos. just because it's a trending audio and people are using that to
Mhm.
like, soundtrack their videos, but also because people are talking about like, where can we find the rest of the song? Like, why is it lost? This was so cool.
I would think that'd be an
Um,
AI in this day and age. If you can't find it, AI song. There was an AI
yeah.
song, and they didn't make more than 15 seconds.
And so I'm gonna, before I tell you the solution to this mystery, like, is that your final guess? Like, they did find where the song came from, the origins of the song.
It's either
And
AI song or from like it's not. It wasn't a song. Like it was like a from a commercial or like a like a back like a after school special on something. Like
yeah,
it wasn't a song. It wasn't like played on the radio. It was made for something like a commercial or something like that. That or it's AI.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you from the Wikipedia page. There aren't that many. It's pretty short here, but I'll read you like the first three paragraphs here. The song, it has been found, and it's actually entitled Ulterior Motives. So a lot of people
Mm.
called it Everyone Knows That because that's like the most memorable part of the 17-second clip, but it has a different title. It's called Ulterior Motives. And the
Ulterior
Wikipedia
title.
reads Ulterior Motives is a pop song recorded by filmmakers Christopher St. Booth and Philip Adrian Booth sometime before 1986. It gained popularity online after a 17-second snippet of the song, at the time unidentified, was posted online in 2021. Initially, users referred to it as Everyone Knows That or Ulterior Motives, both from the previously debated lyrics of the snippet. The snippet of the song was uploaded to the song identification What's That Song in 2021 by a guy named Carl92. So shout out to Carl92 for bringing this mystery up here, who claimed to have discovered the recording amongst files in an old DVD backup and speculated it was a leftover from when he was learning to record audio. Since it was uploaded, users searched for the full song and information regarding its origin and artist. In February 2024, The Guardian, which is like an important UK news outlet, called it one of the biggest and most enduring musical mysteries on the internet. So this is like kind of a big deal. There are a lot of people talking about it. Like, it was originally the clip was posted in 2021, but most people, they really picked up steam in the past couple weeks, and it was written about in the Guardian in February. And the sort of conclusion here
Mhm.
is on April 28th of 2024, Reddit users finally identified the song's name and creators of the song, and that the source of the snippet, that 17-second snippet, was a 1986 porn film entitled Angels of Passion.
Let's go. I kind of shot myself in the foot. I kind of spoiled that for myself because while you were reading it, I was like, oh, I'll take this time to listen to the song so I know what we're going on. And like
Mhm.
one of them said, "Oh, this is from Angels of Passion." I'm like, that's funny. So it was not a song. And then but like it's still lost. I'd say at least if you're looking on Spotify, it's still lost. Like all the songs, like audio of it is terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's really bad. Like it's hard to listen to. So I still don't really know what's going on with the song, but I'm glad that they found the song that they wanted to find.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I love
Yeah.
that. A shout out to the porn industry, always innovating. You know, if we ban TikTok in 9 months, how are we ever going to find Angels of Passion again?
That's
Never.
true.
How are we ever
Yeah.
going to find 80-year-old porno or 40-year-old porno music?
Yeah. So the two people who made it were apparently in a band. Um, Christopher St. Booth and Philip Adrian Booth. I guess they're brothers, and their band sucked and wasn't making any money. But one of their buddies made porn films, and he was like, "Hey, can I use some of your music in
My
my
porn.
porn movies?" So that's how it started. Um, and now Carl92, who said, "Oh, I'm just looking for this because I had it in a DVD backup." Um, Turns out he was probably just watching like weird porn from 50 years ago.
Yeah, dude, it's just a creep.
So
He's a retro. He's doing what Trent's doing with the VHS tapes, but for porn. Where we're just loading that shit in there.
So yeah, that was a lost media mystery. Maybe you heard of it, maybe you didn't, but
What are they using? Aren't they using like Shazam or the Siri integration? Like I don't. What's that music? Is it, like I've never heard of that before.
it's spelled like WATZAT. What's that song? I think is what it is. Yeah,
Ew. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out on that one.
yeah. So
Yeah, there
it's
was
kind of
something.
interesting, though.
I love
So,
that.
did you do anything cool over the last week?
Dude, I was thinking about it, but I don't. I almost saw a movie like 3 times this past weekend, but didn't. So like, but this week, but Saturday or Friday, I'm seeing Star Wars.
Star
So
Wars 1, The Phantom
Star,
Menace?
yeah, Star Wars 1: The Phantom
Oh
Menace.
man, I'm jealous. That's
I'm
cool.
seeing that on Friday. I might see. I don't know if I want to see this Challengers movie. People, a lot of people online talk about this Challengers movie,
I don't
but
think it's
like,
for us.
dude, I don't. It looks boring. Like, I bet everyone. It looks real spicy. It's about polyamory. I thought it was about tennis, but apparently it's about like cheating or something, or like a throuple. And I just don't care. You know, I already got my Zendaya in when she was in Jin.
Yeah.
So I'm good there. There's the movie I want to see is Boy Kills World. I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
it's a
sounds
weird
very different than the tennis one.
it's quite different than the tennis one. This one's got one of the Skarsgårds in it. Bill. Bill Skarsgård. And
Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything to me. There's so many of them, and I don't know the
yeah.
difference between them. Was
Well,
he the
I
one who
only
was the clown in It?
yeah, I think he's the It Clown. I think that's him.
Okay.
Like he's also the bad guy in the most recent John Wick movie. Oh yeah, he's the clown from It. But
Okay.
in this one, he's like apparently he's like he can't speak the whole movie. So like his voiceover, like his internal monologue is the dude from Bob's Burgers. So like that's already an interesting concept. And then he's like brutally killing people like John Wick for like 2 hours. So like that's kind of why I'm interested in the movie because it's exactly what I want to see. People getting killed on movie scenes. Like that's what gets me to go to the box office. People getting beat up and killed and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Not this love shit.
you have in the past couple months you saw John Wick 10 or whatever and Monkey Man. And there was another one, the
Godzilla X
Inglorious
Con
Bastards.
and it's this
The
uncivilized
unsavory scoundrels.
ungentlemanly warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least
This
it's
is
consistent, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
They're
Action
banking
movies
on
getting
your $5 or
eh,
$10 for their box office.
they
So
killed a lot of people in Dune.
they did.
Yeah.
No
Spoiler.
tennis though in Dune.
No tennis. That's why I went. Don't show me no tennis movie.
So the things I've seen about this Challengers film, I've seen a lot of people like talking about how they're going to go start playing tennis after they've seen this. And I've also seen a lot of people talking about churros after
Mm.
this. And I don't know what the relevance of the churro is, but if you're going to see Challengers, watch out for the churro scene,
Yeah, I
which
think
is
it's
apparently
a bunch of sex. It's a sex movie somehow. I think it's just it's a sex movie. That's what from what I understand. It's a polyamorous sex movie.
they probably use the churro in some kind of sex fashion.
Or it is the innuendo for sex fashions. Like it's
Could be.
lots of shit going on. A lot of eyes. Like people doing the like Zendaya eye meme. I don't know. I'm not interested. Well, maybe I'll see it because I can see movies for free, sort of because I
Yeah.
paid for them already. But like, who knows? Probably not. Probably won't see it. Looks boring.
Well, I originally thought this was going to be about the space shuttle. Like a
Mm.
very different movie.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was about. I saw Challengers like, oh, it's probably some boring biopic, or
Mm,
and I was like, I was already disinterested, a little bit more interested when I found out it's not a biopic, or maybe it is a biopic, whatever. I
yeah.
don't know, but I don't know that tennis biopics. I won't see them together. Definitely won't see them. Unless they're killing people, I'm probably not gonna see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone's got to die.
Maybe someone does. I mean, we can't rule it out. But who knows?
Someone's got to
So
die, and it's got to be a good thing that they died. Like it's got to be, we're gonna be
a bad
happy that
guy.
bad guy got to get killed.
Yeah. So over the weekend, I didn't see any movies. I don't think.
That's not when you're known to do. What kind of media did you consume?
I
I know you.
consumed art,
Oh,
visual, physical art mediums. I went to I also watched the Fallout show. Is that what you're trying to? I don't know what you're trying to get
I'm
at.
just
Oh, I
saying.
consumed some musical medias too. I
Yeah,
listened
yeah.
to the.
That's a pretty open question. What kind of media did you consume? They literally
I
could have
thought
taken
you.
that any way you wanted. We
But
were
yeah.
watching Challengers, and they run a train. Speaking on running a train, you went to an art festival with trains. Is that a better setup for you?
Yeah, I did go to an art festival. Me and my girlfriend Joey went to an art festival in Birmingham. And if are associated in any way with the state of Alabama or the University of Alabama,
Well done.
there are a lot of trains in these here parts. Um, but
Yep.
anyway, we're going to this art festival. It's like pretty big. It's close to like this big brewery, and it's like at this big area venue location thing. And so we're getting close. We drove like the 45 minutes or 1 hour to get to this place.
Big
uh
drive.
we we park up the whip, uh and I think I found a pretty good parking spot too. But then we start to walk towards like where the art festival is, and we can see it. It's like 30 feet away from us,
Mhm.
but it's across a train track from us. And like right at the moment that we're like about to cross the train track, a train comes through and it stops. Like it goes like, like a mile of the train passes us, but then it stops. And the train's extending like as far as you can see in either direction. And
But it's
so,
not moving.
no,
That
stopped.
happened. That happened to me a lot when I lived in Alabama and had to commute to work, or not. Well, it was work sometimes, but school.
Yeah.
I was a walking commuter most of the time, and a lot of the time, especially when I had to go to class, so in the morning at like 8 or like 9 or whatever, the peak times for a train to go through, the worst times for us, just stops in the middle. So like I don't want to deal with this. I would climb over the train and even go to class. It was climb in between because this shit's gonna be there for 30 minutes. Like I'm
Yeah.
not missing this shit. I'm not
Yeah.
explaining, hey, the train didn't move for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'd go up walk on the little chains and get over. I assume that's not what you did.
No, that's not what we did. Is we just got back in our car and drove like a mile up, and then turned like went over a bridge and like came back and parked on the other side. But because like at the beginning it was like a little iffy, right? Like we thought it was just like this intersection sucks, so it's like a speed bump, so it has to slow down real slow, and it was kind of like going and stopping and going and stopping. So we were like, I don't want to like be on this train and then I don't know it start and then I have to jump off like I'm in a Western or whatever. But anyway, so we drove around and then we parked, but there were people who were like crawling over the train and stuff like that. But anyway, I think that the trains should be, I don't know, held to a higher standard of you can't like stop. Birmingham, it's not like stopping in the middle of like New York or whatever. But like
Their
it's
trains
not
are
like
underground.
stopping in the middle of some like little podunk town. Like there are people who live there, like who have
Yeah,
stuff to do. It's not like there's like 50 people who live there. They're like 100,000 or whatever. Like it's and this is like a big event that brings a lot of like money and visitors and stuff. Um so anyway,
the train system bad in Alabama. Like
yeah.
all the places where you go over them suck. Like I feel like I'm losing days off the life of my transmission every time I would go over
Yeah.
one of them in Alabama. Here they're covered. Like they're nice. Like sometimes you won't even notice that it's a
Yeah.
train. Other than the fact that you just got the bars and all that shit. I go to work now and I cross the train tracks.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just regular road. As far as the road concerned, but it stops me early sometimes. Sometimes I
Yeah.
catch the train. Still getting caught by trains. Doesn't matter what it is. The train will always.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to say about this place was they were having this art festival
Mhm.
at this old like iron place. This
Yeah.
like they used to, melt ore and shit. Like I don't know. I don't exactly know how it works, but they've
They were
got like
smelting.
yeah, they were smelting there. So it's like it's huge. And they've got like these big pools, like where I guess they used to like cool stuff after they melted it, and they've got like these elevators where they bring up all the stuff to dump it into these big furnaces, and they've got all these huge like this place is like it's like kind of cool.
Mhm.
Um, it is
Tell me
right
more.
next to the train track, right where there's the idling train that's like pumping out smoke. And I think this place does also still kind of smell like shit from like decades and decades of like iron
There's
work.
definitely some carcinogens in that building. That whole building is a teratogen. Don't go in there if you're
Yeah,
restricted.
yeah. So, I don't actually remember like what I was wearing at the time, but my girlfriend Jill, she was wearing like a dress, like a summer sundress kind of thing, and she was like, I can like feel like the coal getting stuck to my legs and stuff like
Mm.
that, and so it like kind of smelled and it was hot, um, and we didn't have any cash, so nobody would give us a bottle of water. We're like, I'll literally Venmo you. Like, I don't even need to Venmo your company. I'll Venmo you like $10 for a bottle of water. Like, I don't care. Um, but anyway, like, so it was kind of cool. Like the location, it was very much like Rust from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's kind
Nice.
of what it felt like. Um, but I don't know if it was the best place for because like if you're at like a thing where they're selling like art, a lot of the clientele is gonna be like older people. But then again, I guess they've already inhaled all the carcinogens that they're gonna
And then
like.
if you're expecting to sell art, why are you doing cash only? You probably expecting like checks or some shit. Like someone's walking in there with the wad to spend on
Yeah.
your art piece. I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It was interesting. I don't know if the location did justice to the
Did
to
you
the
buy
thing,
anything? Did
but
you buy any art?
I did actually buy an art.
Nice.
Yes.
What kind of art you usually looking to buy? Yourself a nice
Uh,
triptych?
so the thing that I bought is it's a gift for my mom for Mother's Day, actually. So I
Gotcha.
don't want to reveal too many details here. But there were some people there, and like who are selling like prints of their photography, and
Mhm.
I don't care about your photography. I can take a photo. And if I have a photo in my house, I want it to be a photo that like I took or of something that's like I don't know, important to me, but like I don't know, if there's a photo in my house, it's probably going to be like of me or my family or whatever.
Mhm.
It's not going to be of some picture that some stranger took that I bought from them at an art festival.
Here's a
Um,
landscape. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, like,
like
paint that
okay,
paint that shit only. If I'm gonna have something that's not a person in it, I don't want it to be whatever. Make it a poster, some cartoon that I watch.
yeah. Yeah. So actually most of the art, art that I have is like concert posters. But there's like a really cool like concert poster printer. They do like woodcut prints that
Oh,
that they do a
nice.
print for like every concert that happens at this one venue in Nashville, which is where I historically went to a lot of concerts. So they're like they're not screen prints. They're like I don't know, some kind of prints. I
Nice.
like that.
Shout out Prince.
Yeah, shut rest in peace.
R.I.P. Fuck Minnesota. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about going to a couple of like thinking about it. Like I kind of want to go, but I don't want to pay the money to go to like two of these festivals that are happening in like the Chicagoland area this summer. One's
Yeah.
Pitchfork. I could pay like $200 just to see 100 gex, and then
That is one thing Trent was talking about yesterday.
a
Yeah.
bunch of bullshit artists that I don't give a fuck about, and then 100 gex.
You could see Carly Rae. She's going to be there.
But I think that's a different day. Like I only want.
Oh.
I'm only trying to go. I only want to see 100 gex, and then there's another one like the Lyrical Lemonade has like a festival, and it's got like all the rappers I listened to in college, and some popular ones now, I guess. But I don't really listen to rap music anymore. It was a college
Hmm.
thing. It was just a phase in college. But but uh, but that's like $400. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to shell out to like stand there for way too long. That's me.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I might go because it'd be cool to go and have my ears bleed for the next couple days and use a
Yeah.
weekend for some fun. But speaking of rap shit, this is a new half baked segment. It's called "It's Trending," but I just don't give a fuck about it, or
Okay.
I don't give a toot, or I don't care. It's trending, and you can't make me care. All workshop half baked, but this Kendrick Lamar Drake beef that's been going on for the past month,
Mm.
I've just not cared about it at all. Like some of my friends have been into it, and they're sending like here's the new Euphoria track that came out, or like, can you believe that Kendrick said this, and then J. Cole was in it for a while, and like I think I'm old because I just don't want to listen to. I just don't care, like
Yeah.
it's missing me. And I know you probably don't care because you're not a rap folk anyway.
Yeah. So, and it's kind of interesting because, like,
Mhm.
I'm not like a huge fan of Drake, but out of the three of those, Drake is definitely the artist who I have listened to the most and who I know the most about. I'm not saying I'm on his side, but it's like, as a casual fan, it's like, okay, yeah, I know who Drake is. Who are these other two people?
Yeah, as a rap casual, I definitely like Jake a lot. But because sometimes I don't really care about the words that much. Like I don't really need you to. Like I got people for the words. I don't need you. Like I don't want to be listening to some of these people. I can't bring anyone up to mind. But the Kendrick Lamar, he's good. He's good. He had that one
Yeah,
album that was real
sure.
good. I like the Black Panther thing, but like J. Cole's lame. So, but yeah, whatever. That's going on. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't care. Apparently,
Yeah.
Drake got murdered in whatever in the new one.
Hey, while we're on a music topic, I know it's too early, right? The NFL draft just happened. But one thing that me and my girlfriend Jill have been talking about recently, and I think this is a good place to end with it with a question for a listener and maybe with some takes from you.
Mhm.
But me and my girlfriend Jill, we were thinking about the NFL, particularly the big game that they have around about January, February every year, and how they tend to have a musical performance at
Mhm.
this thing. And we were doing some early guesses as to who could do this musical performance for next year, which is this is something we talk about on this podcast. We're going to cover the big game,
Mhm.
but
We're
I
top.
think that I think that we had two really great guesses for who it could be based on like kind of hitting all of the boxes of what the NFL wants. Historically, like the NFL and college football and stuff, they've done a lot of like country stuff, but recently it's like looking at like people who are watching, they're like, okay, maybe not everybody is into country music. Maybe we should do stuff that's like applicable to a lot of people,
I
or
got
that's
one.
like,
I got one. Black Eyed
yeah,
Peas.
yeah. So, okay, they've already done it, but
Damn it.
that was one that we brought up too, and then we Googled it. It's like, oh no, they actually have done it before, but they could do it again. But it also tends to be somebody who is kind of more popular for older people too. So like the Black Eyed Peas, that's not going to do anything for Gen Alpha or whatever. But for like Gen X, not Gen X, millennials, and whatever we are, if we're in the same one, you're probably Gen Alpha actually.
I'm Gen Z. Gen Alpha's
What's
after Gen Alpha's like younger than Gen Z.
okay?
Millennials,
Okay,
Gen Z. I'm in the cusp of both, so I can pick a little. I can pick and choose
you can
whenever I
pick and
want.
choose.
Yeah, but I'm pan generational, and then the
Yeah,
alpha people are after the Z.
yeah.
What about LMFAO?
Okay.
Can they carry? LMFAO.
Ooh. LMFAO would be like an excellent like second. So if they got the Black Eyed Peas and LMFAO, like I think LMFAO would be like a great like they're not like leading, but they're like the special guest or whatever. I think that's great.
What if we had
They've
like
only got two songs, I think.
LMFAO, Kesha, and Flow Rida? We had all three of them as the group. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Flow Rida's got a lot of songs.
Has Pitbull done it?
I don't think Pitbull has. That's great.
Pitbull's gotta do the big game. That'd be awesome. I would love that.
I hope the Dolphins make it. That would be
Katy,
good.
Katy Perry already did it.
Yeah.
Bob's lame. We've seen Bob and he's lame.
Who's Bob? Oh,
B.O.B.
B.O.B. Yeah.
Rihanna did it, I'm pretty sure.
She did. She was pregnant at the time.
They could do have Beyonce do it again because she put a country music album out.
See, and this is kind of what we were thinking of is like, we need somebody who's like not strictly country, but can also do country. And so the two that we thought of, mine was Hootie and the Blowfish, which also gets you into Darius Rucker country music. So you could do Wagon Wheel, but you could also do like kind of like 90s, 2000s, like rock music,
I don't know.
which I think would be excellent.
Yeah, I know he was Hootie and the Blowfish, but I don't think I know. Oh, I only want to be with you. I've heard that one.
I only want to be with you. Yeah.
Yeah. He's more of a wagon wheel man to me.
So he could do that, and I think that would be good. And our other one was Post Malone, because he's been doing a lot of country stuff recently, and he can tap into the not country stuff too. He's got the most popular song ever, Sunflower.
Damn. And that means we get Race Roman in there too. A little bit. That's pretty good. We might get Race Roman. They might do No Flex Zone or something.
No.
A little interlude.
Yeah.
Because Sway Lee's there. We might as well bring in Rich Jimmy, and then we can get some Race Roman going on.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Some Power Glide. I like those. I definitely like. I'd rather have Post Malone over Hootie and the Blowfish.
I'd rather have Hootie.
What about Real Big Fish? Real Big Fish up there. I think that's like a ska band.
Okay, maybe not that.
Or Fish. Isn't Fish also a band?
Fish, yeah.
Yeah.
With a PH.
Yeah, PH Fish.
They could do it.
Give me Charlie XCX and 100 Gex. Let's melt the brains of all the people watching
Of the old white people watching this are going to be like, what is this?
What is this music?
Yeah. Well, let us know.
Did Daft Punk do the Super Bowl? That would have been a fire.
That would be cool. I feel like they're old now.
They're gone. Oh, give us Marshmello. Give me a Marshmello one. The youngins would love a Marshmello Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let us know what you would want in the Super Bowl at FKAthepod at gmail.com on any platform you want. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. Like our stuff. Hit the bell. Yeah, that's what's up. Tell us what you listen to at the Super Bowl and or at work.
Welcome to the pod, where we drop some knowledge, diving deep into topics we're never gonna stop. Every episode, we bring the heat, don't you know? FKAthepod, yeah. We run the show, from current events to pop culture trends. We cover it all, making sure it transcends through laughter and tears. We'll take you on a ride, FKAthepod, we're here to amplify. Here to amplify. FKAthepod, the place to be, where we talk real talk and keep it free. Join us on this journey, let your voice be heard. FKAthepod, let's spread the word. Let's spread the word.